Alright, so as you probably just saw, my brand new Apple Watch is not working, at least not the way it's supposed to be. So right now, Jack and I are headed to Markville Shopping Center to the Apple Store to see what we can do about this. So let's go. So I'm back. It is almost exactly 2 hours since we left and still have the same broken Apple Watch. So I got to the Apple Store. I ended up going to the one in Markville. It's the closest one to where I live, but it's still usually about an hour drive from me because we're currently in lockdown. The streets were like super bare. There was barely anybody out, so it only took us about 45 minutes to get there, but we got there. It was really interesting. I will try to insert a clip of us walking up to the Apple Store. It's in a mall, and the mall is closed because Ontario's in lockdown right now, so it was like super empty. There was like barely anybody there. But yeah, so I get there, they take my temperature, scan me in, and then they have me like sit in like a corner of the Apple Store, and then they had me wipe down my watch so that, you know, I could get all the germs off of it or whatever before they started taking a look at it. And then the associate looks at it and he's like, okay, so we don't have any replacements in store, so you can leave the watch and then either come pick it up when we get the replacement, or we can have it mailed out to you. And I was like, what? And then he was like, or I see you have AppleCare, you can just give them a call and then they can mail you a new one, and once you've got the new one, you can mail back the broken one, and if you go that route, then you'll be able to get the new one within a day. And I was like, I literally chatted into Apple support yesterday, right after I'd opened the watch and realized that it was broken, and she said nothing about sending it into AppleCare. And I specifically even said, like, I want to get it fixed as soon as possible. Like, the main thing that I want is to just get it fixed and get my watch back, like, ASAP. So you would think, knowing that, she would suggest the option that would get my watch back to me the quickest, or get my watch repaired the quickest. But yeah, so basically at the Apple Store, they just said that they don't do repairs in-house. They're gonna have to send it off and get it back, and it's gonna take like an extended period of time. So my best bet is to call AppleCare and then get them to send me a replacement. So I just wasted 2 hours for nothing, essentially. So yeah, that's really great, especially to think that if the associate that I'd spoken with last night had just told me to contact AppleCare, and I could have a like properly working Apple Watch right now. So yeah, that's pretty annoying, but I guess I will give AppleCare a call and then let you guys know how that goes, and fingers crossed, hopefully I will have a new watch very soon. But yeah, so this entire experience has just been so like frustrating. I have really wanted an Apple Watch for quite a while now, and my boyfriend got me one for Christmas. I was super excited. It got here near the beginning of December, and like he wrapped it before I could see it or anything. So basically for about a month, I've just been like patiently waiting, and I've been so excited to just like open this watch and like get to use it. And I was just really excited about the entire experience. And I was basically like upset to tears when I opened it and realized that there was an issue with the screen. So yeah, if I haven't already, I'm going to include pictures and or a video of what the screen looks like. Basically, there is most of the time just a really bright line through part of the screen. And every now and then, when I first opened it yesterday and this morning, there was a second line on the screen as well. So it doesn't seem like it's getting any better, but yeah. So I am going to go ahead and call AppleCare right now to see if we can get this sorted. Yeah, and I will update you guys once I figure something out. Okay. So it's the next day. Right after I recorded the last clip, I actually did go ahead and give AppleCare a call just to see if I could get what the Genius Bar employee had mentioned started. I did call and I spoke with someone. She was really helpful. So basically what's going to happen now is they are going to send me a new Apple Watch, and once I receive that, I'll get like a box and instructions to return this one. I have to return it within 10 days or else I get charged the full price of the watch, which I actually did have to pre-authorize yesterday after I got off the phone, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so basically I'm going to receive the watch. She said it's going to be about 2 to 5 business days. Once I receive it, they'll also have sent me a box that I'm going to put this watch in and send it back. They are going to sort of assess this one and make a determination about whether it's something that would be covered under AppleCare, is what my understanding of the situation was. So from what she said, there is a potential that I will have to pay for something to do with this, and I'm just gonna say right now, if they try to tell me anything like that, I'm gonna be very upset, because like the whole situation and the reason that I didn't get back on and film right after I got off the phone with AppleCare was just because I was so like, I felt so defeated and frustrated with the entire situation. I was so excited to get this watch, so to have problems with it was just really disheartening. And I even had a friend, I had posted about my new watch on my Instagram story. Follow me on Instagram. But yeah, a friend of mine from high school DM'd me and she was like, oh my gosh, we have the same watch. And I was like, well, you're lucky, yours isn't broken. So yeah. But I guess all that there is to do now is wait. I will be sure to keep you guys updated on how that goes. I'm interested to know how like this is going to, like how long this is going to take, because one, we're amidst a pandemic, and two, it's like holiday season. Today is December 27th, so we have New Year's coming up, and I don't know, I just feel like there's probably going to be a lot of delays with it. But I mean, the watch is working fine. It's just that there are now 2 vertical lines across the screen. So I know some of you guys might listen to this whole story and think, oh my gosh, she's just overreacting, like it's not even that serious, the watch still works. And like, yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, I'm still able to use it the way that it's supposed to be used. Nothing necessarily does not work. It's just really like frustrating to have this expensive new gadget and right out the box it's not working the way that it's supposed to. Like every time I look at it, I just see the lines on the screen and I'm reminded of like the whole frustrating situation of it all. So I guess things are underway. Hopefully I will have a good watch very soon. Hey guys, I've been meaning to film this last little clip for quite some time now. It's been just over a week actually since I got my replacement watch, and I just wanted to sit down and give you guys a little update and explain sort of how everything went after that last clip where I dropped my old watch off to be shipped back to Apple. So I guess starting off with a little bit of a recap or a timeline, back on December 25th, obviously Christmas Day is when I actually got my watch, and rather unfortunately opened it up to realize that there was a defect with the watch's screen. That same day I chatted in with Apple support online to try to see what my options were for having the watch replaced, and Apple support actually set me up with that Genius Bar appointment for the next day. So the next day, December 26th, I went to the Genius Bar appointment, which was about a 45-minute drive from my house, only to be sent home to call AppleCare. On December 26th, I called AppleCare and got everything set up. And then a couple of days later, on December 29th, was when I actually received the replacement watch. Once I received the replacement, I set it up, everything was good. I was really happy with the fact that I no longer had to have a broken Apple Watch. I mean, it was brand new, $600 watch. So yeah, anyway, I'm just really happy about that. And then the very next day, December 30th, I packaged up my old watch and brought it back to Staples near me to have it shipped back to Apple. It actually was able to be shipped back really quickly, and the next morning actually, so I shipped it off on December 30th, and the morning of December 31st, New Year's Eve, I got a confirmation email saying that they had received it. Now, that confirmation email came through FedEx, and when I went on my AppleCare account to double check to make sure that that was updated as well, and it reflected that I had returned the watch, it actually said that they had not yet received the watch until quite a while later. It wasn't until last Tuesday, so January 5th, that they actually sent me confirmation that they had received my original watch back. So basically between December 31st and January 5th, I was just like in a mild state of panic, like, oh my gosh, am I gonna get charged $500 for a watch that I most definitely returned? But it all worked out. Like I said, last Tuesday, I did get that confirmation saying, yep, you're good, we got it. So yeah, I have just been really enjoying my watch ever since I got the replacement one. And although like I'm really happy now that I have a good working watch, the whole situation and experience was not the best, I'll say. It's just really, I don't know, frustrating to end up in a situation like that. Like I mentioned earlier, I was so excited and I had been waiting to get this watch for literally months. Like I knew that I was getting it for Christmas, probably back in October or whenever it was that the Apple Watch SE was announced. So yeah, I was just really excited, and like the anticipation was driving me crazy for months, only to get the watch and realize, oh, it's broken. This situation definitely could have been handled better from Apple's side. Like I mentioned, that very same day when I opened the watch and realized it was broken, I did reach out to Apple's customer support online via chat, and I was directed to bring the watch into an Apple store, even though the closest Apple store to me was almost an hour away, and they couldn't replace it that day anyway. I think that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this absolutely wild ride with my brand new Apple Watch SE. All in all, I am super duper happy with the watch itself, and I think maybe I might do like a bit of a review once I have had a chance to use it a little bit longer and get just a little bit more used to how everything works. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I might have another little unboxing coming closer to the end of January or beginning of February, because I do have something else exciting on the way from Apple. Fingers crossed it gets here soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.